so that they know we're here on a Sunday morning, November 19th. Look at my hair. It's so big.
Look
New
at my
shampoo. Hair. No, but your hair looks the same as it always does. You have hair. Hi, everybody. Guess who's back?
Look at.
I'm here. Really?
In the flesh.
Maybe I should get a body picture made. And
it's just a cutout?
Yeah, we could put the cutout here so that I'm here.
So when you're not here and Snoop Dogg is filling in, we can really just have...
And then Snoop will know that I'm here, and then I can get a picture with Snoop.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
We should look into doing that.
We should send Snoop some stitch markers. Maybe he would take it
Did
up.
you hear that Snoop has cut out the...
I know.
The lettuce?
The lettuce?
The vitamin M?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did.
He doesn't do
vitamin
form. He does the lettuce form.
Yeah, he's the vaping guy. I'm a gummy kid.
Mm-hmm. Well, you need the vitamin aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted the vegetable aspect of it.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I think it should be put in the vegetable section. It's Olden Meyer. Just think the money that you could make. And I know it's illegal here in Indiana, but in Illinois they charge 30% tax and they make a small fortune. In Michigan they pay 10% tax and make a small fortune. But yet these states can't get out of debt. It's I don't get it. You're making all this money. They made the first day in Illinois, something like $10 million or something and Colorado was very similar when they went, and they made all this money and whatever, sometimes our governments just don't.
They're not the smartest bulbs on the Christmas trees.
Apple pie, so that's
they don't like apple pie. We have Illinois, California, and Carly. And Karen, so we have Indianapolis in the house. Carly said we may have a visitor mid-podcast. If we do, Carly, you just need to walk into the front door. It's open.
Yeah, so just come on in, Colleen.
And Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Colleen's coming over a little bit later today.
Had I known I would have. I have a box for Colleen from all my trips. I never see the kid. I should need to just start leaving it here because Colleen brought me from, check this out.
From Buc-ee's.
Look at him. Buc-ee's.
I finally got it to her, Colleen. It's been sitting here on my thing for her.
I know. I've never been to a Buc-ee's. I didn't even know what a Buc-ee's was.
I had to tell her.
Love it. I'm going to go search for Buc-ee's. I'm going to have to tell Micah we need to do a road trip.
I think the closest one is Crossville.
In Tennessee?
In Tennessee. I think that's the closest one.
The funny thing is when we drove
to Asheville. Is that the
Asheville,
closest one, Colleen? I think the one in...
I mean, we drove to Asheville a 5 years ago. Forever ago when we went to the Fiber Fest.
It wasn't there then.
Okay, probably.
It wasn't there then.
He is adorable. Look at this face. Can you not love that? I mean, this guy's going to stay with me. I think he's going to go in every knitting bag because that's what I'm going to start doing when I travel. Projects are going to go in plastic bags. And then I'm going to just take the plastic bag and put it in one project bag, which goes into Dawn. My boob bag.
Oh, yeah, for
sure. And thanks, Carly, because Carly found where we could order them. And I had it on my phone. So I sent it to 2 people on the ship because they wanted the boob bag. I'll bring it in again so that you guys can see the boobs. Everybody. And some guy actually stopped and said, oh my God, I got to get that from my mom.
It's fantastic.
It's the best bag ever. I'm telling you, It's
totally the best bag ever.
Good morning from Washington.
Washington.
Like Seattle, Washington, or Washington, D.C.?
Yeah.
We won't hold you against you if it's
Washington,
Either or.
Either way,
we don't care. We're okay with that. We're good on all of it anyway.
I'm sure if it was Washington, D.C., she would have said Washington, D.C.
That's true. From the East Coast.
Or just D.C.
Anyway.
If I was
but it's good being home for a couple of weeks. Yes, I'm here until the 3rd. And I tried to get flights on the 3rd later in the day because we fly to Fort Lauderdale. But they didn't have a nonstop. And I thought, and then I thought, I could do the show and then get on a 1:30 flight. And Mikey could just be here and we could
and whiz you off.
Right. So And then, but we had to go through something else, and it was only like a 50-minute. I won't do a transfer for less than an hour. I don't care even if it's a hub. No more am I ever going to do that. Even an hour anymore, going through certain airports, because you have to go to different terminals and they don't always have things open. It's terrible, let me tell you.
Ellie's in the house, and Ashley said Seattle.
Oh, yeah, my niece is at UW. Figured that out. University of Washington is called UW. Don't ask me why, but it's called UW. So thank God they went out there before we went to Alaska on our cruise, because then I knew the proper term and they knew I wasn't a tourist. Even though I was like, where the hell am I? And I got to go to space. And do I go right here or left? You're looking around like, huh, what? But I knew UW, so it was okay.
Yeah, so then you're okay. And Virginia's in the house from Delaware. Just thought I'd throw that out there too.
Oh,
and Virginia.
Don't you love it?
Virginia's here from
Ellie,
Delaware.
I just want to let you know, I got on your Facebook page. You gotta love this, guys. You get friends in other countries. We have one here, Naomi, who's Spanish, and she's from Mexico.
Noemi.
I always say her name wrong. Noemi.
That's okay.
And you get her on Facebook, and everything's in Spanish.
Everything's in Spanish.
Can't read it. Well, I got on Ellie's Facebook page thinking to find out. I thought, oh, good, I can finally figure out, because I've been so bad about writing. I thought, I can find out what she's up to.
No, you can't.
What happened? It's really cool. It's pink.
Oh, awesome.
And she looked really great in her kitchen. So it was really good. So anyway, I did keep up, and I did watch bits and pieces, but then I'd get thrown off and I just didn't go back on. So anyway.
It's okay. We were talking about you the whole time, so it's all right.
It's probably a good idea who didn't watch and see and everything.
No, it's fine.
And so
it's fine. Tell us what you first off, tell us what you knitted and finished.
Well,
that's worked on.
I worked on and finished. I don't know if I showed you guys this, but this is, me, I don't do, the Musselburgh is like one of our favorite patterns. It's like
it has been lately.
It's like a flock thing.
It's the flock popcorn knitting.
Yeah, it really is.
It's just,
take it along. I have one.
You can knit on it when you're in line at the fast food joint.
The whole thing. You can. And when you're waiting in Starbucks, or if you go to Chick-fil-A, you can do a whole hat, for Christ's sake, anymore.
Almost. Yeah. For as long as it takes to get through the Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
And this is one of the skeins that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby, which they don't carry anymore, of their little knit, the sock yarn.
Yeah.
The little sock yarn. And it makes a perfect hat. And you can't really see, but here at the bottom, I did the dragon scale bottom on it. But
nice.
But you're knitting it this way because you were going up.
You started it at like a Musselburgh, right? You started at the top like a Musselburgh, and then just stopped halfway and put on a different.
And then put in this. And then
way to make up your own pattern.
And then I think we're going to use pink. What do you think? Think that's good?
It's not the right color pink.
You don't think
it doesn't match?
Okay, so I'll look for a different pink. I thought it would be okay because it sets it off. What do you guys think? I mean, you can't really tell. This looks more purple online.
It looks purple.
And this is very pink.
It's very hot pink.
So anyway, I did finish this. This was
I might
really
have a
fun.
black one.
This was really fun. Nice thing though, one good thing about the Musselburgh is it makes a beautiful top. I do like a top because you get to the top down here, right? And then you can go pattern. So you can pick a pattern from a cowl
as long as you have
something
the right stitch.
that you can make in the stitch count or increase or decrease to get yourself to that point so that you can get down here to the halfway part. I go 7 inches and then I do the border, and you can change your borders, which is really, the Musselburgh is a very adaptable, kind of cool pattern to
because you can change it for needle size, for yarn size.
I haven't done it in anything other than, and I've been meaning to.
Yeah,
I haven't done it.
Next one in like DK.
DK. That's what I think I should do.
You should, because you can do that. The pattern's written that way. If y'all haven't done one.
If y'all haven't done one, you should do, because it is meant for it's meant for everything.
Yeah.
I just pretty much, because I'm pretty consistent, I do the same number of stitches in mine. And then I did this other one. It's called Farmer's Market Hat.
Nice.
I did this in a day and a half. That's how quick it was. One day we were sailing across the ocean, rocking away. Right? This time you'd think it's October.
You said that this one you had quite a bit more movement.
We did. We had a lot of movement. Well, of course, you wouldn't think so, right? No hurricanes. However, there's a big storm going across that hit Ireland and England and then went into France and down into Spain and Italy. And they
where they were.
Yeah. And they had 12 people with hail that were killed from the hailstorm. I felt so bad.
Not on your cruise ship.
Not on the cruise ship. We were already out in the ocean, but we got the wind from it.
Right.
We had beautiful weather, but we got the wind and it was like, ring. They actually closed the top deck so you couldn't even go outside and sit. You know, they kept the smoking area open, of course.
They had to, or they'd have a mutiny.
That's probably true.
Have a mutiny on their hands.
And it's covered, so that was okay. And then they have the other section where they do all the pool stuff. They didn't drain the pools or anything, but they were sloshing pretty, so you have to be really careful. But anyway, this one is called Farmer's Market Hat.
Nice.
Okay. It's a free Ravelry download. And the only thing is it should be, you do a repeat at like the section here. It needs another section for
a normal size head.
Yes.
It's perfect. She stopped at one section short for her head.
So now we need to figure out, do I use the yellow pom-pom? It's got neon colors. This is one of the Whimsical Woods, one of her ash colors, but I couldn't tell you which one. I can't remember. I didn't save the little piece of paper. So as you can see, it's got the neons in it. So
a little flecks of neon. It's kind of cool.
And at first, Sue had suggested maybe doing the one where you do the pearls.
Yeah,
but they're not big enough.
They're not? Okay.
No. So it kind of didn't work out that way. So I have a pink, which she says I can't use on that one. So there's
I think the pink on that one would be cool. Blue would be okay, but I really like the pink on it.
That's because she's a pink girl.
I am a pink girl.
Karen will tell me to do the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ellie says she's going to have to do a Musselburgh to be a true flocker.
Everybody, I'm serious, guys. And the thing is you you only need to go about 7 inches and then put a border on it, and you've got a half Musselburgh.
Or because you're actually in a cold country there, Ellie, do the whole 19
inches or 16 or whatever,
and then decrease, and that way you have 4 layers over your ears.
It's a perfect hat. So for leftover stuff, because you can go down here and then pick up yarn and do colors. It's a great hat for that because you've got 2 hats in one. And my last one, which I did, I don't know if I ever sent a picture, but when we were on the Greenland cruise, I had Ellie's mittens on and my Musselburgh hat standing next to a Canadian Mountie.
Nice.
That was really fun. So those were 2 projects. Yeah, I did this in a day and a half. And I had quite a few people asking me what I was going to do with it. And I kept in the evening, Gail would come back from the casino and I'd be sitting there knitting or coloring or doing something. And she's like, it can't be that cold in here. Why are you wearing that hat? And I said, because I need to block it in case I give it away. But in case I leave it for a second. But because everybody, a lot of the people that work on the cruise ships are Indonesian and Asian people, and they have little heads like me.
Yeah.
So
it's totally fine
it's
with
totally
a little
fine
hat.
for that.
Yeah.
And I did. His name was Aman, and he was from he's from Indonesia, but right now he lives in the Philippines. And I gave him one of my Musselburgh half hats, one of the bright color ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was working on that shawl, which you can
I can kind of get.
Come on over here, little shawl. I was working on the shawl, and he's like, well, what do you do with them? I said, well, I just give them away. And he said, wow. He said, those are my wife's favorite colors, of course. So, but I didn't finish it. So I brought 2 hats. So his wife got a hat from Rebel Pearl Colors. I don't know if I remember showing you guys.
Got this I think right at the beginning.
When I first started it, I was talking about doing this one.
Yeah,
here it is.
Where did you get those needle huggers?
Yeah, I got these hip needle huggers. Yeah, hip needle huggers from the shop. Check this out. Look at it.
That is kind of cool.
And it's not even done. I have 2 more rows, and I have more yarn. See, this is all the yarn I have left. It's one of it. It's a.
I mean, it's fun. It's just yarn over and.
Yeah, you do like 2. You go. You knit, 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 and then you do the yarn over backs. You actually do more knitting with it than you think, but it's so, and I think it's going to be so much fun. That's all right. It's fine. It's going to be great to wear.
Yeah, it'll be a wrapper
just
around
a
her
nice
and the one skeiner, right?
Yeah. Well, a hell of a hank. I haven't.
Oh, a hell of a hank. Okay.
It's a thing, but I think at a regular skein, you would still get a decent size.
Still be fine.
Yeah. Still good.
But that's an Emma's yarn Hella Hank.
Yeah, and the colorway is. Actually, no, it isn't Hell of a Hank. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been telling everybody it's Hell of a Hank. Sorry.
Well, that's all right.
Anyway, hers are really cool.
They are cool, but this is
not... from Alaska, Northern Bee Studios.
Oh,
Northern the Lily Bee. Mammoth in Anchorage, Alaska. It's called Forager. I didn't even know that.
So how many yards are? So this is
600. So that would be a hell of a hank.
Oh, it would be a hell of a hank.
150 grams. It's got cashmere in it. Whoop. I was going to give cashmere away.
Look at you go with your cashmere. I'm playing with cashmere right now too. I got into the black one.
Oh, is this just kind of going to be a break in color?
Yeah.
Just so that.
Yeah, it's just So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be
kind of like a midway border type thing to kind of set off the next set of pinks that you get around.
I would hold the whole thing up, guys, but it's getting a little big.
Yeah, as you can see, it's like.
But you guys know this is my scrappy blanket. It has to. There are rules to this one. It has to be sock yarn weight.
Do you hold it together?
Do I hold what together?
Is it just sock yarn?
2 strands together.
2 strands
Holding 2 together using a 6.5 hook.
Was just something you picked off of YouTube or got the pattern?
Off of the Crochet Crowd from 6-7 years ago. I think it's called the Contemporary Granny Square.
Could be.
Blanket, something like that. It's a 2-row repeat. One is just chains, and then the next one is the double crochet granny square looking portion of it.
And the granny square is back in, guys, big time.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, which I love because I love the granny square anyway.
But this will end up being big enough to fit on my king size bed.
That's nice. I have one of those at home.
King size bed?
No.
Oh, a blanket? Yeah. It's been there for a while, but you have to keep it if you want to be my friend.
Okay.
Well, that's what you said. If you fixed it and brought it back to me, you were afraid that
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My husband has a blanket that his grandma made.
Great
grandma made. And it is well loved, and she has it because it needs some repairs.
I only have like a third of it left to redo, and it keeps getting moved down and down because I have to pick out the other.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to make a point to do it, and I just don't make. Actually, I probably have to clean the neighborhood to get the table out, to get the sewing machine out, and then get an extension cord to do it.
It's okay.
Yeah, and see, I figure if I give it back to her, then we'll be done.
Yeah, for sure. That's just the way it goes.
And she'll finish this, so he'll have something warm to keep himself toasty warm.
Yep.
Long before
Yep.
I get done with that. I know what I probably should do is I should get to the last 5 stitches.
Mm-hmm.
Because
then I have to threaten
those projects.
I have to threaten you with I don't know.
Bribe me.
I have to bribe you.
Bribe me with a few things like, a few little fun stitch markers or, something. God, my hair really is a fluff.
Fun stitch markers. You mean like
check these out.
Drunk lady. Oh my God.
These are
I had to, y'all.
She had to. And actually, come to think of it, I was working on another one of my shells that I worked on.
In 5 different colors: red, yellow, pink, gold, silver, black.
And I should have put this on a bigger needle so that you can kind of see. It's called Kisses by the Sea.
Oh, okay? That's cool.
Yeah. And I'm down to the border.
Pink.
But that would be perfect. Right here.
You need a drunk lady, because I thought it would be perfect to fix
right here. I had
put in your mistake area.
I had a stitch and I didn't, and the stupid thing stayed together until I was I was well beyond. I was like into the yellow section.
So you know how you fix that.
Well, I know how to fix that, but I wasn't going to go back down.
You're not going to drop down.
No, not with yarn overs, but I was up here and it stayed put. It was just this little bit of needle, just this little bit of thread, just sitting there going, ha, 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 ha. I can come apart anytime I want. I'm going to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And so
you need a drunk lady.
When I put
bottle
it in,
cap to.
That's when it decided to do more damage.
Of course.
That's when I put this stupid thing. So I need a drunk lady. You need these to stick in there so that it looks like it's part of the design element.
But it's there to remind you that you were drunk when you did that stitch.
Or for some reason, these are just the cutest. And she put these together yesterday. When we were
I did.
And I was just like, oh my God, these are just the best.
I got them in yesterday.
They're
and
not
they're
good for, I don't think they'd be great. I mean, you could use them for stitch markers, but they're great for progress keepers or especially mistakes. If you're like marking a mistake, these are just so
hysterical.
Perfect. So yeah, I'm down to the border in this. This is a pretty good size. It's called Kisses by the Sea. Very appropriate, for me. This was the project I thought, well, I'll keep it at home because it's a little more difficult. You have to think a little. And I thought, well, that was my whole purpose of doing the forest, because it's one of those, like you said, the musselburgh.
Yeah.
Popcorn knitting when I'm on the cruise, I can listen to the. But then I thought, oh, screw it. I'm just going to take it with anyway. And I'm glad I did. However, it's supposed to, this section, which is the border, I'm down to the border.
Nice.
It's just knit down, knit back, but it's a 19 row 1, 19 repeat of row 1 and row 2, which is just knit. So I figure, I got all this. I just figure it'll get about, the border will be whatever I decide.
Whatever you, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Terry says hi from Colorado, sitting here watching us while knitting on the musselburgh. See,
it's a perfect, isn't it perfect? Because then you can do other things. You can just do, and I guess I don't have a stitch thingy in this one. So
this is this is a stitch marker dish. I can tell already.
It is.
This is she has to bring me back stuff.
I do. I look all the time when I'm on my. I work for everybody too, because you never know what I think of you guys and I think, oh, this would be so cool for our peoples.
For our peeps.
Yeah. I got that in the Azores. A little bowl.
It's perfect for the stitch markers.
When we were in the Azores this time, we just walked and we wandered around and we found the best.
Perfect for stitch markers.
Isn't it perfect? It really is.
That is perfect.
It is. It's the best little container ever.
It is a nice little stitch marker.
And if you're wondering about the Azores,
that
Sue now knows where the Azores are.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, but I figured.
Well, it's
Google actually, would know too.
Yeah, it's part of Portugal.
Okay.
It's one of the Portugal islands. Belongs to Portugal, but it's a separate country, but it's under the Portugal.
She has to give me kitchen things because I feed her all the time.
Yeah, I figured. I didn't know that until the last trip that towels would be good because I kept looking for food items.
Oh no, towels are good.
And towels are really good because Karen likes our towels. And you can't always find. And Sharon likes mint. Chicken Sharon loves the little shit. Isn't that a cute? And it's a big one too. Oh. That's what I loved about it because it was such a big one. It was almost like, you could put it on your hair.
No, let's just hang it just like that.
Yes, you have your Azores.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
The Azores are a really, really cool place to visit. They have pineapple and it's a really
and bananas.
Island. Yep. This
is banana something or other.
Yeah.
I didn't get my glasses out to read it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is actually. It's DOCE extra D banana jam. It's a banana jam.
Okay.
I thought nobody's ever had a banana jam. So I thought we'll try banana jam. So, and they grow bananas. Every little space in the Azores and pineapple more so in the Azores. In Madeira. Like if you have a yard, you put in a banana tree.
You have a banana tree.
Everybody grows bananas over there. So that was always fun. So anyway, and then that came from
Cartagena,
where we actually went to the capital.
I saw all the grapes in the world.
Yeah, they have a big
grapes
things there. So
thanks, Mama.
You're very welcome, and thanks, Colleen. I got a little guy too. This is so fun.
We also have to send a pre-thanks to
two of our followers.
To two of our followers.
I guess someone has taken pity on me.
On her.
And has made me a pair of socks. Mm-hmm. Thank you. And it's Fats Girls Fiber.
Yeah.
PHAT girl GIRLZ .fiber FIBRE. Get on her website. Cutest bags ever.
They're very cute.
Beautiful. And so
she contacted me over a week ago, DM'd me in Instagram. And of course, I legit did not see it. I've just been so busy. I just didn't even see it in there. She was asking me where to send the socks that she knit her because
she didn't name me a pair of socks.
She was like, I don't have a pair of hand knitted socks, and so she said she had instant messaged me before, prior to, and said, hey, what size shoes does Deb wear? Blah blah blah. And so I told her, and then she sent me a picture of the yarn. Said, do you think Deb would like this? And I'm like, of course she would. You're amazing. And then I'm sure she thought like I ghosted her or something, but legit, I've just been so busy. I didn't even see it.
And so thank you.
Yeah.
Ashley, thank you. It's so great. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wear them with my capris when I get them. On one of my trips because we go to the Caribbean next and then we go to Hawaii. So I'm going to be like an old man.
Send us some of your cards with them and she'll be
I'll pass them out and say, here, go here. And anytime I see anybody, I'll tell them that they should get their bags from you and things like that.
Oh, is the Ashley right here?
Ashley.
Oh, I didn't think you ghosted me. I've been crazy busy too.
Well,
legit, I've just been crazy busy.
So cool. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get them. And believe me, I will put my feet up all the way now that I'm small enough. I can get my toes all the way up here so you can be able to see them. See, look, I can't get it back down very well. We may have to sit like this for a while.
Okay, well, you're leaning back like Snoop Dogg would.
I wish I had his hair.
What was the other thing?
Speaking of hair, do you notice how fluffy mine is? I got some new shampoo. My hairdresser knows for sure, and she gave me this new shampoo. Makes it fluffier. Makes it look like there's actual hair. The only thing is in the sunlight, it's like shadow. It's like you can really tell more that there's no hair there. And it looks good inside because it looks like, wow, she's got hair. But then I realized this morning, my hairstyle is like a 90-year-old lady. It does, doesn't it? It does. It looks like I if it were gray, you'd think I was 80. I'm serious. I got to change something, but I don't have enough hair to change. Got to grow it out, maybe. Okay, enough about hair.
What was the other? We had to give a shout out to somebody else for something.
Knit Yarns. She made an order for you.
Oh, Haute Knit Yarns.
Yes.
I have a bone to pick with Haute Knit Yarns.
Yes. Now, Haute Knit.
She ordered a bazillion stitch markers. I don't have a bone to pick with that. However, she could have just instant messaged me and I would have sold them to her wholesale. She paid retail for her advent calendar.
Yeah.
So if y'all haven't seen Haute Knit Yarns, you need to go on and check them out.
Yeah, check them out. And she has some.
I didn't realize it when the order was placed on the Etsy shop. Right. I didn't know, because in Etsy it's just the person's name.
Right, it's a person's name. Right. And
I thought, wow, this person's ordering a lot, but maybe they give 10 stitch markers to each one of their friends.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah. Whatever.
It is what it is.
Or maybe they're a knitting teacher and that's part of the things they do when they teach a class or something.
I'm not,
they put things in,
I'm not. I just shipped them off and she tags me in Instagram.
Right.
Thanking me for the quick shipping and they're just gorgeous and blah, blah, blah. And great for my mini skein advent.
So anybody out there who has a knit shop or anything, contact her.
Just email me
because
we'll do wholesale.
She can do wholesale. So this way,
if I have it, I can do wholesale.
She can do wholesale. Yeah. But she's been really busy and she's got.
Speaking of wholesale, Tracy from Tracy's Rolling Yarn Truck, the only international company that I will ship to, by the way, up in Canada. I'm not doing this for anybody. I will in the U.S. I'll ship to anybody in the U.S., but
Canada.
Outside of the U.S., that shipping gets expensive.
Well, it's not much that, and then they pay VAT tax on shit.
Oh, that's only to Europe.
Oh, okay.
That's only to Europe.
That in Canada. But
I'm not set up to do it.
Canada's
really
great, and I bought one of those Canadian shirts, like the hockey shirts.
Yeah.
Great. I look like because that whole Greenland trip ended up being just Canada, so I had Canada. So I wore it one day on this last cruise and it looked really cute and everything. And I'm, everybody's like, hey, Canada, what are you up to? And then I realized, but then other people have told me it is, no offense, Canada, no letters. You have some strange things going on up there.
There's some strange things going on all over the world.
I know, but
it's not just Canada. It's the U.S. It's Europe. It's
like you
everywhere.
Forget the words and anyway.
A?
So yeah.
No, they don't forget A. They use A
a
lot.
A. It's like we use basically and like, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean, Bean.
Vern. So, know what I mean, Vern?
Is that where I got that from? I wonder if that's where I got that from.
What? Know what I mean, Vern?
I don't know, because I do use, you know what I mean, quite a bit. I
don't know.
Every once in a while, do you ever try to stop doing something like that? Judge Judy has a thing when people get on her show, she'll say, don't use basically, it's just filler word. And explain to me without using the word basically or like. And people can't do it. You can see they're standing there going, well, we went to the store with but you can tell that they just can't figure it out.
What is it that I do that is repetitive like that? That's just a filler word.
I don't know.
Do I use just a filler word, guys?
I do. You know what I mean is what I do, because I have to get that out, because half the time people don't know what I mean. So I have to ask.
I don't think you know what you mean all the time.
I don't know what I mean either.
Maybe it's you asking them to explain it to you.
Which is so true, because I really have no clue half the time what I'm doing and where I'm going and where I'm at. And especially this year, it's been bad because of being so far.
Hey, there's our visitor halfway through the podcast. Carly.
Oh, she got a boot. Now we're down to the boot.
You got a boot.
So last time I saw her, she was on the scooter.
On the scooter. Yeah,
that's true. She was still on the scooter. She had her footie fixed. Her little foot
Again.
Poor kid.
again.
Well, she gets her footy fixed, and I keep getting my stomach fixed. So, whatever. And you all know Carly because she was here last week before.
Week before last week.
Yeah, week before.
Last week I was on the retreat.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Here she is.
Hello.
She's the one that takes sweaters apart while we do a show.
That's fun. You got any more sweaters you want me to rip apart?
No, I don't. I gave the other one away. That one was Brooklyn tweed. Probably should have ripped that one out, but I gave it away instead.
But you started on your casual yarn. Yay.
I did. I got the black going.
No,
so
where'd you get the branch? Whose is it?
That's from her last year at the last year Christmas.
I don't know. This is my first year in many years that I'll get to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it on the 2nd because she flies out on the 3rd.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah.
So I was like, so we do a Christmas party at my house every year. It's a tradition now, I think. Yeah, it's pretty much a tradition at this point where it happens at my house. And this year I'm like, I had to ask her, I'm like, all right, you need to come this year, but I need to know when you're going to be gone so we can make sure we do it before you go. And she's like, all right, do it on the 2nd then.
Yeah, because I leave on the 3rd. This year we're going from the 3rd to the 14th.
Yeah.
So I said it's either the 2nd or closer.
Or closer to Christmas.
Closer it gets crazy.
Yeah, it does. Because you've got other things you've got to,
So we do a crazy little thing where we wrap up a skein of sock yarn from your stash. And then we fight each other for it. And then we also do a white elephant where you're not allowed to shop. You have to get it out of your own house. And it can't be yarn or knitting or crochet related.
Mine too.
So
mine is too this year.
Yeah, it has to be basically something that you want to get rid of.
I take all my yarn that I have put in some box that I didn't even know I had, and I wrap it up and put it in bags. And then
this is what she did last year. And then she took off. She brought it over to me.
Yeah.
She brought it over to me
last year
early.
You guys got what, 2 or 3 skeins?
I think it's 2 each.
Two packages each.
Yeah.
But some of them were 2 packs of yarn in each one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just drops off 50 skeins of
I
yarn
work
that are
from
wrapped
the top
up.
down. I work from the top down. And this year, so far, I just started a new system.
Oh boy.
I write down what I ordered the yarn for. Like I got some yarn from Expression
It
Fiber
doesn't matter
Arts.
what it's for.
I bought it, and I bought some yarn from Expression Fiber Arts, and I'm going to do her one of her etude shawls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the yarn came.
You're not even going to get to it.
I will too. It's on the top of the pile.
She keeps going on these cruises and getting a lot of projects done.
Yeah, I mean, look what I did. I did this in a day and a half. Now I won't get as much done next time because we cruise for 2 days and then we stop, and then we cruise for 2 days. So you don't get as much done on those days. So it'll probably be hat and mitten time.
Hi, Maryland.
And you know what else I did? I did order some cashmere yarn from Amazon. It was a different company. So I went ahead and ordered it. And I bought blue so that I could give it to Karen and Colleen.
Well, while I was driving, you were showing that hat. Yes, I was watching on my way here. So I couldn't reply to what color pom-pom.
Okay, which one do you think?
So I was trying to be safe.
Right.
Wait, you're a pink person too.
Pink.
You think the pink one?
Yes.
You don't think the
showing
pink one?
showing online on my screen while I'm driving.
This does not work.
No, that does not work.
This does not work. You can't do that. It's
you've got to
Well, the other thing I was
black
thinking is,
or gray pom-pom might look really
I have
good.
a gray. I have a gray.
I have a gray one too. Yeah.
There's that little bit of grayish up.
Yeah.
I think gray would.
A gray would be
Yeah.
good. But okay, so we'll go gray with that one and we'll put the pink one on this one. And we've got the pom-pom situation all set up now, guys. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I love me some blue, but pink just.
It really does, I think,
It just
set it
pops.
off. It really does. I kind of thought the yellow only because of the thing. But
So
this is just yellow, and this
when
is
I
more of a neon yellow.
when I saw that, I thought Hufflepuff.
The yellow?
Yes, it made me think Hufflepuff.
You and your Harry Potter.
Sorry.
That is Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's Harry Potter.
A plus step.
Woo! Deb got it right,
So I snuck in.
And Hufflepuff is one of the houses?
Yeah.
Oh my God, am I
get the gold star today?
I don't know. I don't
what
know
is
about
Slytherin?
that.
Isn't it the snake?
Snake. Yeah.
Okay.
It's also a house.
A house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the main one? Begins with a G.
Gryffindor. That's where Harry's at.
And is that a house or is that the school?
There's
It's
4
the house.
houses.
4 houses.
Hufflepuff,
The school is Hogwarts.
Ravenclaw.
Hogwarts is the school. Okay, that's where I get confused.
Hogwarts is the school, and there's Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Gryffindor are the 4 houses.
They were doing something with beasties, which is not really Harry Potter, but it has something to do with
the Fantastic Beasts.
And I went to see the movie and the thing, and Mikey explained it while I was going through some of it. And I was trying to remember what it was all about. And the only reason I was up there watching it is so that I could get the popcorn. But you have to be up there on the ship, and then they give you the popcorn. And so, but you can't just come up. You have to be sitting in there. And so I was kind of watching it, and then they come by and get the popcorn, and then I left. So I didn't stay to finish it because I didn't understand it. I was like, I didn't know who was what. I wasn't sure if it was a house or what the beasties were part of it. And it's all confusing to me.
It's all right.
It's okay.
And one of these days, I have watched one. We watched one here.
The first one. And then you went home and watched it again.
Then I watched it again so I could figure it out.
You need to watch the movies.
I don't really remember too much of it.
It's all right.
It's okay.
We still love you.
Yeah.
You're acting the way I act with Star Wars.
And you are wrong when it comes to that. You should be excited about Star Wars.
I entered the
Star Wars is like the most amazing movie ever.
I'm on this side.
Right, guys? Star Wars is
Harry Potter.
the best.
Harry Potter.
And there's a new book series out now. The first book is called Fourth Wing. That is dragons and there's different quadrants. You become a writer or a scribe.
Like a cross between Aragon and Harry Potter?
I guess so I'm reading Fourth Wing. It is amazing. So soon you gotta read it.
There you go.
All right.
Who knew? Snoop Dogg and Harry Potter. I mean, what a combination.
Have you read the Sword of Truth?
No.
Series?
No. So I need
David,
to read that one.
yeah, you need to read that one.
So last week I commented from where I was in the car. I was in the car last week driving back, right?
Right.
So
she went to Michigan to the
Sleeping Bear Fiber Retreat, which was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're trying to talk her into doing it again next year.
Are they
It's probably a lot.
It's a lot of work.
It's so much work.
Yeah.
So much work. And the lady that did Sue, who did the cooking, amazing.
I know. Isn't she amazing? She's fantastic.
And her husband, Mr. Sue is what I called him.
That's what everybody calls him.
On steak night.
Yeah, and cooks
made
the steak.
Best steak.
Really?
Cooks the steak. Yeah. The food is fantastic.
If nothing else, go for the food.
Yeah, the food is fantastic.
And
you missed it. She actually paid for the first year, so I've gone twice. And the first year, I managed to get 2 tickets. And so she said, yes, I'm in. And so she sent me a check and we sent up the checks and all was good to go.
Like in January, February, because you have to
you have to sign up for this really early.
And then I got a cruise.
And then she got a cruise that overlapped it. So she ended up giving her ticket to Karen.
And so Karen went with you last year.
Karen went with me last year.
And then she didn't go this year, but Carly was our representative and her mom went.
And they all missed you, Sue. They all were like, "Where's Sue?" And I'm like, "She's not here this year."
I was so busy. I couldn't make it this year.
So I went to the yarn store that's nearby in Sutton Bay.
Yeah. Isn't that the
Leland Fibers, I think is what it's called.
Do you want me to go get you a chair?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
This is the one I messaged that I got that was Struggle Bus. And everyone was like, "Oh my God." So that is Struggle Bus.
Struggle Bus.
Supernova.
Struggle Bus.
I love the name.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
It's
merino, cashmere, and nylon.
Nice. We are becoming cashmere kind of people. I love cashmere.
And then we had 2 ladies come in and do a trunk show after retreat. I didn't buy anything from the one lady. I'm sorry. But this is from, I don't remember her name, and I don't know that it's on here.
The other one was probably Why Not Fibers.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Why Not Fibers was there before. So
hand dyed in Traverse City, Michigan. And this is called Icicle Cascade. So I got it in BFL tweed sock.
Nice. Look at that.
And then I can't do what's mohair? I can't do mohair. It's itchy. Right. But this is the Bella Surrey.
Yes. Now Bella Surrey, they're doing a lot with it. Stephen West has got a new kit silk out, but he processes it differently. And I
wouldn't be able to do this one either.
No.
But it's very soft.
I tried.
It's softer than normal mohair.
I'm going to go up
it's not as itchy as normal mohair.
Up to about here, and then finish it with just the fingering yarn after that. So it's the fingering yarn that's closest to the. Yeah. But if this was closest to you, you could wear that here.
Yeah.
In a shawl or a cowl.
Yeah.
And in Iceland, what they do with a lot of it is they put fleece around the headband, around here, so that you don't
cashmere
or the scratchy.
If any of you have any feedback or patterns for like a one skein, this is 438 and this is only 328, but whatever. To do, I've never held something like mohair, so Bella Surrey with something. So
that would be so cute.
Suggestions
are you wanting?
Welcome.
Are you wanting a
like shawl? I'm thinking more of a scarf.
You're a scarfy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you could do the forest one and just do it, not do it as long. Something like wrap it. The forest shawl. That's a good one because it's real quick and easy, and you could get it over. I have a bunch of them home. I'll look and see what I can find for you.
And I frantically, before the retreat, was sewing like a mad woman.
Yeah.
To take bags up there to sell.
Yes.
Frantically. So I did pretty good. I sold several bags.
Awesome.
But I brought, just because they were right there on my way out the door, I brought what I have left.
Look at how cute that is. Such a Scottish.
So I have one of those left. I have 4 of that one.
I like this one. Look, I love the corduroy at the bottom. Nice look to it.
I have one superhero one.
Oh, look at this. Marvel.
And I have 3. I was sad these didn't sell. These are the ones I did specifically for the retreat, but that's all right. I have 3 of those left. They kind of look like knitting.
Are you going to be putting these up on it?
I am going to do Etsy here.
She has she's getting her. Look at how good we are. We are so into this stuff.
And I got
thanks to all of our flockers. Thank you.
One buffalo plaid guy left. One,
this like needs to be like a lumberjack.
And this is Naughty Girls, KNOTTY Girls Creations is what it is. And that's your Etsy too, right?
Yeah, something along those lines.
Something, yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Fresh out of box.
So Diane, the owner of the yarn store in Sutton's Bay, bought 3 of my swear word bags.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing. Like on those little gray thing, I bought those little tags to put on your things. It says, "I knit, therefore I swear," or "Made with love and swear words."
So because we do the gift exchange, right? As part of the and one of the packages that went around had socks in it that said, "Fuck off, I'm knitting."
Oh,
like one sock said "fuck off" and the other sock said "I'm knitting."
Oh my God.
So that package was the very first package that got opened.
And of course it probably got.
I stole it. A lot of people were playing really, really, really nice. Like just opening a new package, blah, 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 no big deal. No, I went and stole that stuff. And I pretended like I was going around to all these other ones, checking them out, and then I marched over there and stole that one. We had a rule that it could only be stolen
twice.
3 times.
3 times?
Maybe it was I think I was the second person to steal it. I was the second person to steal it. I was like, please let me keep it. Please let me keep it. Please let me keep it.
I would have stuffed it in my crotch.
And I was trying to like
hide it.
My mom, it was hidden. My mom was sitting right next to me, had not gone yet. And I'm trying to like mentally tell her, steal it from me, because then it's dead, right?
Right.
Which is kind of cheating, you know.
But
anyway, but I'm not above that, unfortunately.
No. When it comes to yarn and socks and fuck knits,
it got stolen.
Yep.
And not by your mom.
Not by my mom. It's very sad. Then it was dead.
So this is going to make a very cute border.
It's not a border.
Well,
it's just
midway
another row.
Border.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a, like, sets the next section up.
Yeah.
I like this. See, look at how cute that is.
I learned those socks. I got them at Stephen B. Knit.
Yeah, in Minneapolis.
So I think I'm going to have to order us
Stephen B.
Stephen
B. up there in Minneapolis.
Stephen B. does some really nice kits.
Mm-hmm.
He does a really good job. And I know for a while there, Stephen wasn't all that cool on the scene. I thought Stephen B. and Stephen West were the same thing.
Yes, Samantha, you can make a musselburgh out of medium weight yarn.
Yeah, you can make it
out of
any
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think some of it is the same sort of thing. Like when I did this first one, the first time you do it, you may or may not. What I do with mine is when I get to a certain point, I do take it off.
Yeah, she just stops.
Put it on a one.
Just follow the
gauge. There's
the gauge.
There's a gauge.
Yeah.
So just follow the directions.
Just get in the neighborhood.
After you get through like an inch, you do gauge, and then it'll tell you how many stitches you'll need to have on for a certain size.
In between each section.
It is probably the
best
written hat pattern I've seen in a very, very, very long time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless you can't count. That's your own fault, though.
Yeah, that's operator error.
Because I started my fun musselburgh with the rainbow colors, and then it's in timeout.
Because it
my count's not right, and
I
got mad at it, so I put it in timeout.
Well, sometimes you have to.
So it is.
They do misbehave.
One of those where gauge is really important.
You do things. I actually have 2 setup bags that have this. I use 4. I mean, the same needles on every one, no matter what. And I have 2 of them, one for home and one for travel.
Yeah.
And the travel one just stays in the bag and never comes out of the suitcase. That's what this one was for a while. And I have the one that from home is now in the travel bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's got about that much. I'm into the round.
Yeah.
The hard thing is when we go on our tours, we're usually on a bus. Except when I was on a trike. I was on a trike, guys.
Cool. She sent us a picture. It was really cool.
I'll have to get into that. But anyway, the counting on the bus is a problem.
Yeah, you have to get past the increase round, and then you're just knitting in the round.
Right.
Legit.
Right.
But
and see, I'm not a good.
Otherwise,
I'm not a good rememberer of what row I'm on.
That's why you need my 2-row counter.
I know. I was cursing myself for not getting one before I left. So
you need a 2-row counter.
I'm getting one from Susan.
I'm telling you, I can't remember what fucking row I'm on. I'm
and
a 2-row
like,
repeat.
Read your knitting, and I'm over there going, huh? What?
I'm gonna vominos to the other side and let these ladies finish up. But
Yeah, it would drive me nuts because you set it down and then you have to read your knitting to see if you freaking did an increase the night. The round before,
and then you're going back to the dark, and you're
get a 2-row repeater.
Yeah,
and then you don't have to.
Then you don't have to pay any attention, and you don't have to remember to go check mark on a piece of paper because it's just
right. It's just
I'll just have to get my little bucky.
I had to get like so frustrated with myself to just make one of those up for myself, and then I went, well, if I need it, other people need it.
What do we decide? Pink.
Pink.
So I'll put the pink one in there so I know which one it is. I'll just have to get a gray one or something for the other one. Get it all put together. So that's it. Anyway, the scooter, we were in Grand Turk.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went down to the thing and they said it'd be down at the end of the dock at 8:00 at a certain section and you can go out on this tour. We were down there at 7:58. They left.
They had already left.
Nobody said anything about checking driver's license, signing off on the waiver, nothing. They just said, be there, down there. And I even looked that morning to make sure I could wear flip-flops and didn't have to have regular shoes on with a trike.
Yeah.
Nothing was said. So we get down there and they leave. So like, you can do the 10:15. Well, my sister didn't do it. She got mad. She went back to the ship. She wasn't going to wait. And it's probably good because by 10:15, the sun was way up and she would have baked. And she has very fair skin. So she would have been like a tomato by the time we would have been done.
Yeah, she would have been.
2 people from the Mardi Gras were supposed to show up and they didn't show up.
Right.
I had my own private tour.
The guy on the scooter.
On my scooter. So it was the guy.
The tour guide and Deb. Can you imagine
and nobody else? And the first group had like 15 people. And that's about what they had. So I had it all by myself. And I'm driving the scooter and we're going around and I didn't have to wait for anybody to take pictures. He took pictures on everything and he did it. You could tell he was just doing the whole thing in his head. Here on Grand Turk, we do such, so-and-so. The airport is other things. And he explains the island and he explains everything that's going on. And I had my own little ear things and my helmet. And when you stop at the Grand Turk sign, he took my picture.
Right.
And I didn't have to wait. And I didn't make him wait a whole hour at the beach. You go to Governor's Beach. Grand Turk is beautiful. Not as what I expected, but it really was beautiful. I mean, the ocean water was just amazing. And the shopping was real fun and stuff.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a wonderful time. And I had so much fun, but they drive on the wrong side of the road. So it's a good thing I was following somebody and then she was going to cancel. And I kept saying to the lady, well, can I at least just get a ride on the scooter? Because I wanted to show
Because that's what I really want. I just want to go around the block once.
I wanted to do the scooter. I could care less about getting on a bus and going around an island. And we'd been to Madeira and we'd been to the Azores. So it wasn't, and I'd been across the ocean. So I knew
do a scooter.
I wanted to get on a scooter. I wanted to do this. Oh, if we're going to go to Hawaii, when we're in Hawaii, 2 of the stops have them and I want to do them. Pretty expensive, but I'm going to do them. I don't care. And the other ones is the little cars. Then they have cars like golf cart cars, but they were revved up.
She's so excited about these things. It's so cute. You're like a little kid. You're truly like a little kid.
Well, at first I was worried we were in because part of the picture showed a 2-seater, like a scooter. The scooter had 2 people, like one in front, one in back. And I thought then for sure my sister would want to drive.
No.
And then I wasn't going to have any fun. And then it ended up being all by myself. And it was a red one to top. And then it was just, I had so much fun on that.
I think
was probably the whole trip.
I think I actually put that photo up on Instagram because I thought, well, Deb, if you send me photos, it is fair game. I'm just going out in the internet.
Yeah.
That photo has gotten the most likes on our Instagram page than any other photo for a long time.
Even Sandy Booth, she's one of our members here. We don't see her very often. She's up there and she doesn't come by very often. But she even said, we posted on our WhatsApp. I
want one of those.
And I did. I told my husband, I said, I want one of these. I think we should.
It's like the trike
one
motorcycle
in the front and 2 in the back. The best thing about it is
an adult
you just sit
big
there.
Wheel.
You don't have to straddle anything. So if you can wiggle in your chair. It's not like you're stuck like this or hunched over or have something in the middle of that's too wide for your little legs or anything. And the handles is where you drive it from. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Except it's English, so it goes vroom, vroom, not vroom, vroom. And the brake over here, it was so good. And then he kept going like this. He put his hand out because I was getting too far behind.
Come on, hurry it up, lady.
And then I goose it. And I'd be like right on his butt, and I'd have to hit the brake. And he's like, you could see him going. And the guy probably thought, oh my God, why did I agree to this? But he said it was good because we got done. It would have been an extra hour. So he said.
Could you imagine though if you'd had 15 other people around you?
I would have been a mess. I mean, it wouldn't have worked. I would have either been.
But now you have experience,
right? See, so now I can be like the instructor almost to teach it. See, so I have to be able to teach something. I can tell you how to get on a cruise ship really fast and where to go and what to do, but that's beside the point. anyway, so it was fun.
Netta, what are we making? Well, I'm making a blanket. This is my scrappy blanket. Has to have pink in it.
Two more rows, and then I can bind off.
And you're done with that.
And like I said, on the Kisses by the Sea, it'll go with on the next trip, and I'll do the border. And she has.
I have a musselburg going.
Did you felt this, or was this?
No, this is Leah. Leah felt it.
Leah felt it.
Leah, Miss Pygmy Tiger Knits. She knit this up and felted it and gave it to me.
It's a perfect musselburg bag.
It is, but this is not a musselburg.
I know she's trying to do something else, and
this will be a headband eventually. This is the third attempt, and I'm just making this one up, but it will be one of those that has the little knot kind of thing in the front, like that, but it's going to go all the way around. This is for my mother-in-law.
But I think you're right. I think I've done a couple of headbands. Doing them this way with the short number or in the round like this is so much better than doing them where they tell you to do so many stitches to measure and then stitch, because you're either pulling it to get it to come together. What I did with the last one is I drew it together and I put strings at the end, and they have to tie it. My niece has to tie it here because
there is that.
I couldn't get it.
There is that one knit one.
And I was to gauge.
That is done several years ago. It's done with worsted weight, and it has a button and it has holes.
Nice. Yes.
I did one of those in Malabrigo and gave it to Tori, and she didn't realize that she could move the button. She thought it was
sounds something like I would do. Oh, you mean I can adjust the size?
Yeah. So at any rate,
to get into the shirt without
this is the one where I'm wanting to do this one where you seam it like this and then you turn it inside out and it has that cute little thing on the front of it. So
she has to do it her own way, guys. What can I say?
Do.
We haven't really been paying attention.
And I could have knit it. I don't know, but Carly, is this yarn from you? I had a bag of 2 unwound skeins, no tag in it.
So.
You tell me what you think that is, what fiber content that is.
I think it's a DK. It's got either silk or cashmere in it.
No, this is alpaca.
That's what I thought. That's what I said first was alpaca.
I thought it was
might have some silk in it.
Softer than that.
I think it's the baby alpaca that's real soft.
Maybe it's yak. Baby got yak.
Baby got yak. I don't know. I had a legit guys, like so many people just throw yarn into that room.
Yeah, we do.
That sometimes I don't know where I got the yarn from. I know that sounds really bad, but
Karen gave me one to bring to Sue because
it's so soft, isn't it?
And I'm behind the computer petting my face with it.
So I don't know. And it looks like it's just undyed skeins.
Yeah.
I think it's baby alpaca.
I think so too. But it does have a halo. It has a halo look to it. And alpaca, baby alpaca.
If you're the person who gave that yarn to me, tell me what it is, because I'm curious.
You gotta do
There's no tags.
I don't think that was me.
Well, thank you, Maryland. And we should probably reread some of this stuff. What are you ladies making?
I have been reading it and I've been commenting on it.
Yeah, she has. I guess I'm wondering. I haven't paid much attention anyway.
So I've been working on.
This is new to me, guys. I don't get to do this very often. We've only been at it for 3 years, and I think I've been here 12 times this year.
My Etsy shop has been quite crazy, so I've been busy with that. As a matter of fact, I have these coming over to help me with it. this afternoon. They were here yesterday to help me out with it.
Separating.
She has great handwriting, so I have her writing my thank you cards.
So
if you're a repeat buyer and you get a different handwriting thank you card for your next order, you know that it was written by her and not by me.
It's really appreciated, and I wrote what she wrote.
I write like a freaking third grader.
Yeah. Well,
with bad handwriting.
I like to write, and I love pens, so for me it's okay.
Did you bring different pens this time?
No. I
didn't.
And I didn't bring Carly's present. I didn't know she was coming today. See? Carly has a box and Colleen has a box. I need to see those two people more often so that they can get, but someday they'll get all their presents.
If she followed WhatsApp, she would have seen that I was coming on
Sunday
to help with stitch markers.
I think you did say that.
I do have a Musselburgh going.
My brain didn't wake up, so.
I do have a Musselburgh going.
Yeah. We always have Musselburgh going. I
legit haven't had time to play with much fiber.
And the thing is this is perfect because then you just pick it up, put in a couple of stitches, and you feel like you've made some progress, and off you go. I was
tickled pink. I got to the black one with the pink in it.
Yeah. And that's like a major skein. So
it's a full skein.
Yeah, but the thing is you're going to go around. I mean, it will actually maybe go around twice.
Oh, it'll go around several times.
Yeah,
it'll go around.
You're getting pretty big with this.
It'll go around several times.
Sasquatches are somewhere.
Oh no, it's Karen.
Karen's here.
You're knitting off of a
blank. I'm knitting off of a sock blank.
Woo! Look at this. Oh my God, I want the blank.
So these are hand painted blanks that I got during COVID by Yarn over New York. She hand paints them.
Nice.
With a paintbrush and paints them.
Look at this.
And I'm turning them into socks.
Nice. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
And I'm using Leah's pattern, her vanilla sock pattern.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
I downloaded it and I got it so that I thought if I'm going to do a sock, I'm going to do Leah's because Leah's really good at socks. Leah can make a sock and well,
just because she can write the pattern doesn't mean you're going to knit socks faster.
I'm just
saying.
I'm just
saying. And I taught myself Magic Loop.
Nice.
So back to our previous podcast where we were teaching or
learning something new.
One of my learned.
But these are so squiggly. That's the only thing about them.
It's okay.
Is it okay?
It'll block out. It'll block out.
I would keep this almost as a scarf. Look at
this is our monument down here in Indianapolis. And then this is the AES building that they can change the colors.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
The One America building.
How does it come out on there? It doesn't look like buildings on here.
No, of course.
It comes apart.
Oh.
So this, I'll put it that way so you can put it closer if you want.
Oh. Yeah, but you can't tell it's in Indianapolis.
No, you can't.
But in your heart, you know.
I guess in your heart you would know. I like this. I would wear this.
The second one I got she actually put like all the essential workers.
Too short?
On it.
Oh, well, you could get two and you could get two of them and then do that whatever.
Well, it was longer.
Kitchener together. And then
it was this much longer.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Good gracious, gravy girl.
All right, guys.
We probably should let you go.
So thanks to Fats Girls and Hope Knit and my fluffy hair,
Ashley
and I don't remember the other lady's name. And I'm here next week too, and then I'm off.
And then she's off again. So 2 weeks on, 3 weeks off, 2 weeks on.
Yeah, 3 weeks off, 2 weeks on, and then gone 2 weeks. But then I'm here for a bit. But we got the holidays in there, so you never know what's going to happen in there. So you may or may not see me, but it's always fun when I'm here, isn't it?
Yeah, it is always fun when you're here.
And why do you have a mark?
Oh my gosh, your hands are so cold.
I know your hands are really warm.
Mine are hotter than Hades.
They really
always are.
Are your feet cold or hot?
No, they're hot.
Jeez, my toes are always cold. I used to put them up against my husband's thighs. He's like, knock it off. And I was like, I don't get it.
That's what Jamie says about my butt.
Is your butt
This is
cold?
my butt. My butt feels like a butterball turkey. Now we have the international date line in between us and the bed. We have the separate, right?
There's things.
Yeah, so I'm not up against him anymore.
So, well, that works. That's okay.
I'm like, we got our geriatric bed. We're good.
All right, guys. So we will see you next week. Have a happy, safe Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Enjoy your families. And we are totally grateful for every one of you. And thank you for putting up with us. And thank
Especially
you for
her.
It's not a touch screen.
I didn't say
it's been a while, so she probably would have gone for the touch screen. You guys have a great.
End it. I'll let her
I will.
end it. Bye, everybody. And Ellie,
Bye,
I'll
guys.
be in
See
touch.
you next week.
I'll be in touch, Ellie. Bye-bye.